Hi Scorpio, welcome to July. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com, and I'm getting ready to do your July TarotScope. First I want to call in some good energy for this reading, and I want to say thank you for those who have liked and subscribed to my channel. Thank you for everyone who has left comments. I enjoy reading them, and thank you for taking the time out to leave me feedback. And also for those who have purchased readings, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you. I'm glad that the readings are helping people. So, let us see what's happening for Scorpio for the month of July. We've got two eclipses. Mars is retrograde. Mercury's going retrograde. We have a new moon eclipse in Cancer on the 12th and a full moon eclipse in Aquarius on the 27th. So let's see what the cards say for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of July? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of July? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. Okay, let's see. The Emperor, Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Star, the Five of Swords, the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, let's see what's going on here. The Emperor. Well, you start out the month. The Emperor is the card of someone who's very organized, very disciplined, knows how to get things done, knows how to build things, and wants to create something stable. This is the card of the boss, the CEO, the executive. So you could be working really hard toward a goal in July, where your organizational abilities, your leadership abilities are going to be needed. So you could be moving into a position of power or a position of leadership. You could also, the Emperor could be also relate to a relationship with someone who is in a position of leadership. Or you could be connecting with someone who is very stable, a very good influence in your life. Someone who is, someone that's dependable, someone you could count on. And I feel that with the Page of Cups crossing, this is a message. So you may, if you're in a relationship with someone that fits the Emperor, the description of the Emperor, you could be receiving a message of love from someone. If it's a career situation, there could be a new creative project that's coming up. So someone in a position of leadership may draw you in to participate on this project that is going to be a labor of love, something that you're really going to enjoy doing. In a relationship situation, though, the Page of Cups can mean a message of love. So either you're wanting to communicate your feelings to someone, or they're wanting to let you know how much they care. So be prepared to get some type of message. In the past, you have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So you might be juggling a lot. You might have been juggling a lot. Maybe you were trying to decide between two different people because you have these two kings here. There could be two types of energies that you've been kind of dividing yourself between. One could be the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very down to earth, very traditional, conservative. He kind of goes with the Emperor's energy. He's very dependable. Maybe he owns land, or he deals with money, works in finance, or he could be an accountant. He could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. He cares very much about family, and he cares very much about financial security. And he's a stable influence in your life. So I feel like you have someone in your life that is very stable. But your thoughts are also on this King of Wands, who you could be having some problems with this King of Wands. The King of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And he's very outspoken, could be a little bit bossy at times, very opinionated, not afraid to speak his mind, likes to be the center of attention, maybe a little bit of a drama king at times, or queen. So you're kind of in the, I feel like you're having to make a decision in July between these two people, because you have the Lovers here. So you have the potential to connect with someone, could be a new relationship, with someone who's very sensitive, very sweet, very romantic, and stable. You have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. And this could be like a dream come true. The Star is in the future. So it's something that you're really wanting. You're wanting to have stability in a relationship. You're wanting to be with someone who is someone that you can depend on, that you can count on. Not some fly-by-night, player, or someone who promises you this today and then tomorrow they're not there. You're not really interested in drama anymore. You're not interested in these types that are all flash and no substance. You want someone that you can count on, something that you can build. You want to build a relationship. And maybe you haven't devoted a lot of time to relationships because you've been busy with work. Because you have the Two of Pentacles here, juggling a lot of projects. And so you haven't had the time to devote to relationship. I feel, though, that, and in some cases, your partner, you have this Queen of Swords in your environment. So that, if you're asking about a person, that's how they see you, or how they see the situation. They may see you as being unapproachable. Like maybe you're just so busy with work that you're not really paying attention to the people around you who are offering you love. Like someone might be trying to get through to you, that they like you or they're interested, but you're not seeing it because you're so you're like, it's like you have this vibe of stay away. You're too independent. They may see you as all work and no play, or too independent, or too on the defensive. Maybe because you've been hurt in the past and you're trying to keep your heart safe, so you haven't been like putting yourself out there. You've been kind of more closed, being more cautious. They could also see you as someone who's very intelligent, a good communicator, maybe a little harsh in their communication. Someone who's not afraid to speak the truth. And you could be a little bit demanding when you need, when you want to be. This could also be someone in your environment that you're working with. You could have a boss that you feel is a little bit too harsh, too, the way their communication style is very harsh. You may feel at times victimized by someone's communication style. Or you may, because this is the Five of Swords, where you're feeling that you're dealing with someone's hostility. So whether that's a partner or someone that you're working with, this could come up in the future. That someone is not happy and they're making they're communicating in a way that's you perceive as harsh. Or you feel that they're not being fair, that you feel victimized in some way. Some problem that you thought was solved, that you thought you were done with, comes back to be revisited. And this could also be a relationship. You have the Nine of Wands here. So someone, maybe you've moved on from a relationship and you found this new interest with this King of Pentacles or the Queen or the Emperor. And you're thinking about it, going in a new direction in love with someone that you feel is really good for you. And then someone from the past comes back to upset the apple cart. And with the Lovers here, you're going to have to really decide what you want. You're going to have to make a choice. And you're going to have to, like with this person, I feel like this King of Wands is trouble. It could be someone that could be difficult. And that could be hostile when they don't get their way. So you might be dealing with someone's hostility, someone trying to draw you into a drama. Because it's like they're trying to push your buttons, and then when you react, they blame you. Oh, you see, you're crazy, that kind of thing. So don't fall for that. You might have to defend yourself against someone's attack or someone's hostility. So you need to stand firm in July. and stand your ground. And don't be afraid to defend yourself. And if there is this new relationship with someone that has potential to be a very good connection, things may not work as quickly as you would like, so don't give up. The Nine of Wands is also about not giving up. So I feel that you're really close to achieving. You could achieve something really wonderful with this King of Pentacles or this Emperor, but it's going to take time. And while that's happening, while that's developing, because you're just at the beginning stages, you're going to be dealing with this other person who is trying to get back in your graces, and you might have to, you might want to be careful about this King of Wands, because I don't know if they're everything they cracked up to be. They may be, you know, being nice now just to get under your skin, and then they might be hostile later. So you want to be cautious about the King of Wands. Use your head, not your heart, when you're making decisions. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can represent seeing things logically, not through the eyes of emotion, but through the eyes of logic. Like, okay, what are the facts? What's the truth here? You know, is this person someone I really want to get involved with? Is this person really the stable person that I think he is? You know, so you're going to be evaluating your relationships in July. And in some cases, with the Five of Swords, you may have to cut your losses and move on. So you may decide that this king is, you know, too much trouble, more than he's worth, and you may be deciding to let him go. Or you just don't want to deal with the drama anymore. You're tired of it. So you're going to be making some choices in July. Don't give up on the dream with the star, and don't be drawn into the drama. If someone tries to draw you into a drama, or someone is being not fair, playing fair with you, or being hostile, don't react. Just go gray rock, as they say. So let's look at the astrology. So Scorpio, you have this new moon in Cancer in your 9th house. That's the house of publishing, long distance travel, education, higher education, philosophy, religious beliefs. So there could be, let's see what else is going on here. And you have Pluto in your 3rd. So I feel that there could be some power struggle going on with relatives in July. There could be someone who's a little bit manipulative and controlling in your environment, in your local environment. Like, because the 3rd house is the house of brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, siblings, relatives, neighbors. You may have to deal with a bully in your environment in July, and you may have to be careful with communication. So either you have to be careful that you don't go over the top and get drawn into a drama, and also not to be influenced by a bully. If someone's trying to push your buttons or influence you, manipulate you through words, you know, throwing you off your game, don't succumb to that. Just focus on, you know, the 9th house. Focus on improving your skills and learning and getting, you know, getting an education, broadening your horizons. Don't get drawn into the drama. Venus is, now there's a grand Earth trine with Venus, Saturn, and Uranus. You have Uranus going through your 2nd house, your 7th house, the house of partnerships. So that could bring romance. It could bring a lot of unexpected things. You're wanting some more freedom in relationship with Uranus in your 7th house, so you're not really ready for commitment. But there could be someone pressuring you for commitment with Saturn in the 3rd house. Don't succumb to pressure. Venus in the 11th, the 11th house is the house of hopes and dreams. So you could be meeting someone that you could really feel could be someone significant, someone that could be more stable. But you're going to have there's some issues with relatives. I see that with Saturn and Pluto in your 3rd house, maybe your relatives don't like the person, or you have to defend yourself with these people with your choice of partner. Or you have to, you just have to watch your communication style. Because Saturn in the 3rd house could be, it's like you're afraid to speak up. You're afraid to tell people how you really feel. And then when you do speak up, you could be over the top. Like you could make the pressure build up until you explode. So you want to be careful with your communication style in July. The new moon in Cancer it's a nurturing moon. It's a sensitive moon. So feelings are, you may be feeling more sensitive to what people tell you in July, especially from, people that are in your family. Maybe, you're taking their advice to heart. You're letting them, run your life in a way. And you're feeling extra sensitive. You feel like you always have to defend yourself and your position. Like maybe you're doing something that's kind of outside of the family pattern. You're breaking free of a tradition in some way. And your family's not like disapproving. They think you're, like maybe if you're the only one who got a college education, or you're the only one who's advancing in the world, or you're traveling the world and your family's never left their hometown, There could be some battle with ideology in July, because you're seeing things from a broader perspective, and they're seeing things from a limited perspective. So you could have some arguments. But the new moon is giving you this chance to break free from your conditioning, break free from tradition, so that you could experience the greater, a broader world, expanding your mind. And it could be that a relationship allows you to do that you could be connecting with someone that's different, and exposes you to different things, different ways of thinking, different ways of being. The full moon happens on the 27th, and that's in Aquarius, and that is square to Scorpio. So that's going to be, it could be a little bit of a challenge, and it will happen across your 10th and 4th house axis, so the work and home. The full moon, the moon is in 4th, and the sun is in the 10th house. So you could be gaining recognition at this time. You could be completing something that's bringing you recognition. But it could also be shaking up your home life. Maybe you're working too much and you're not taking care of the house, or you've been spending a lot of time at home. You could be even working from home. But you're feeling like the pressure of work-life balance with the 10th and the 4th house. Uranus is in your 7th. So this relationship, a new relationship could pop up that really changes how you are seen in the world. It's a challenge to whatever goals you're trying to achieve with work and home. This relationship is kind of like testing you. There could be surprises. You might decide to move in a new direction. You have Venus. Mercury's in the 10th house. Venus is in the 11th. So Venus is bringing in more money from the business that you own or the work that you do. Mercury in the 10th, you might be communicating more. But there could also be, like, there might be a contract that comes up for you to sign. And you want to be careful because Mercury is going retrograde at this full moon. So if you could postpone it till Mercury goes direct, because you don't want to get into something that is going to be changing. Like you can't foresee how things are going to go. So you want to wait till the eclipses are done and Mercury's direct before you commit to anything long term. Neptune in the 5th. Yes, definitely. You might be hearing from someone that has some type of drinking or mental issue. Someone who's looking, it could be like a vampire. You want to make, like, they're going to be coming to you for help, and you're going to want to help, they're going to draw you into their drama with sympathy, and, don't fall for it. Make sure that whoever is approaching you at the end of the month is someone that's trustworthy, that is worthy of your attention and your love. Because Venus and Pluto are going to be in a trine, which is good for intimacy, it's good for intensity, but it also can bring power struggles. So with Neptune involved with Venus, it's opposing Venus, don't get too, make sure you're seeing the person for who they really are, and you're not being drawn into some type of glamour where the person is not exactly who they appear to be. So you want to see realistically. I feel like that's more with this fire sign than with the earth sign. I think the earth sign, or the King of Pentacles, is more of the stable person. Even though they might not be as exciting, this person could be a little bit tricky, so you just want to be careful. So I feel like you're going to be you have the potential to make a strong romantic connection, and to make some changes, and to come to some type of conclusion. You know, maybe you're getting some type of promotion, or you're changing jobs, or you're working on your house. You've got Mars that's going to be going through your 4th house. Things may not happen as quickly as you like because Mars is retrograde. So if you're working on fixing up your house, take your time. Don't commit to anything. You know, just get all the estimates. Make sure you know, do all the research now, and don't start acting. Don't take action till the fall. You're going to be busy with work anyway, because you have, your work is going to be probably more demanding. And in the meantime, if someone from the past comes back, make sure that whatever they're promising you is real before you get involved, because they could be drawing you into a drama, just repeating a past pattern. You want to break free of past patterns that are not productive. You want to move in a better direction. So I see you moving toward achieving a long-held dream, but you may have to deal with this person before you get there. So take your time, enjoy this new love with someone who's stable, because I think that you could have a relationship with someone who's stable. Just as long as you avoid the getting involved with someone who could be kind of hostile, and you don't want to be victimized by a past relationship that may come around again, especially with Mercury retrograde. And sometimes it brings people from the past back, and you might have to have another round with this person, and it may not be, you want to protect yourself, because they may not be above. They might not be that honest, or they might have an agenda. So there could be some issue around work even. Maybe it's a work relationship where you feel like you're not being treated fairly, or you're being victimized in some way, and you have to defend your position. So don't be afraid to defend your position. Stand up to what you believe in. Be the leader. The Emperor, especially because it's the first card, it's time for you to be the leader, to take charge, to stand up for what you believe in, to show your leadership ability. Don't be intimidated by a bully. Don't let a bully intimidate you in July, either in love or at work. And work toward building your dream. Keep your eye on the star. So that's my forecast for July, Scorpio. I think you're going to be making some serious decisions in July, but you have the potential to, if you take that leadership role and you fight for what you believe in, and you do what's fair for everyone involved, and not allow yourself to get drawn into a drama or be intimidated by a bully, you will do fine. You will find that you're making your dreams happen. But now eclipses sometimes, they eclipse things. So whatever the eclipse takes away, let it go. It's not worth your energy or your time. You want to focus on the future, and you want to focus on your dream and your goals. And be disciplined. Just focus on the goal. Don't be distracted by the bullies, or people trying to intimidate you or manipulate you with their sob stories. Or, they're trying to push your buttons. Don't be, go gray rock. Don't let yourself be intimidated, and you'll do fine. So that's my forecast for July. I hope this reading was a help to you, and if you'd like a private reading, just contact me with the link. There's a link in the description box that will take you to my website, and you can we can get that set up. In the meantime, have a wonderful July, and I'll talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.